If you want to buy a portable gaming monitor, then you might not need to look any further than the UPerfect K118. This is a 2K 18-inch monitor. It's available in both a touch and a non-touch version, and it comes in at a pretty good price too. Plus, in this video, I'm going to show you and tell you how to get a discount on it as well. However, before you rush out and buy it, there are a few things we need to talk about first, so let's check it out. Before we go any further, I should point out that UPerfect did send me this monitor to review, but they're not paying for or sponsoring this video, so the opinion you're going to hear is going to be honest and my own. Who is sponsoring this video though is me, because there is now soundBEATS. If you're looking for background music for your Twitch streams or YouTube videos like this, or just music to chill out and relax to, then soundBEATS hopefully pretty much has you covered. I originally created it for me for background music for my videos, but now I'm making it available to everyone. It's available on all major streaming platforms. I'll put links to it in the description down below. Check it out, let me know what you think. So in the box with the monitor, you get a HDMI to mini HDMI cable, 2 USB-C to USB-C cables, and a USB-C to USB-A cable, plus it comes with a 30-watt power adapter as well. Now, you don't need to use that power adapter, but it is useful in some scenarios. Plus, it also comes with a carry case or a carry pouch, so you can easily slide the monitor into that if you happen to take it out and about with you. From a technical spec on the screen, we are looking at 500 CDM squares from a brightness perspective, 100% of the DCI-PS color gamut, also supports HDR, and importantly for gaming, it also supports up to 144 Hz refresh rate. Now, that refresh rate, whilst I did say it was up to 144 Hz, it does depend on how you're connecting to the portable monitor. So if you're going over USB-C connection, then yes, you can get a 144 Hz refresh rate. However, if you happen to connect over the HDMI cable, the max you're going to get is 120 Hz. Still, if you connect it to something like a Xbox, then they're kind of maxed out at 120 frames per second anyway, so there's no real loss. Just if you're going to be using it with a PC, for instance, just bear in mind which connection you're going to be using. And it works with pretty much everything as well. It'll work with a PC, Mac, Switch, Steambox, PS4, PS5, Xbox, mobile phones. You can pretty much plug anything you want into this monitor. The touchscreen version is obviously touchscreen capable, so that does mean that the screen on the touchscreen is more reflective than the non-touch version, especially when you're using it in a really bright room, say if there's a window behind you. However, if you don't use it in those environments, there is plenty of brightness for the screen. For mounting or setting up either the non-touch or the touch version of the monitor, the touch version has a kickstand which kicks out that it can quite happily sit on, and the non-touch version has this integrated folding stand or case which folds into a stand. There are also VESA mounts in the back of the monitor if you want to mount it onto something like the adjustable height stand that UPerfect also sell, or if you want to put it on a standard VESA mount as well. So there's lots of options for where you want to set this up. So all the connection points for the monitor are on the back. So the integrated kickstand which kicks out here, nice and easy. And then if you look on one side, you have got the mini HDMI connection, 2 USB connections as well. Then flicking on to the other side, you've got a micro USB port, plus you've got the rocker for the menu selection as well. And you've got the 3.5mm audio jack as well. Now, the menu system for this is a little bit, I found it a little bit finicky. So it's a little bit fiddly, sort of pressing the button and flicking around. But once you've got it set up, you're not really gonna be touching it again. One good thing about this monitor is that whilst it does have 2 USB connections, one can be for the power supply, so the 30-watt power supply, you can just plug it straight into the mains. The other one can be connecting straight to a laptop. And if you're not using it in a high usage mode, saying you're trying to do 144 FPS for gaming, then you don't need the external power supply. It is quite happy to just pull enough power from your laptop, and so you just need to have a single cable, USB-C cable, joining the monitor to your PC or your laptop. If you're going to start using it for 144 FPS or 120 FPS gaming, then you are going to need to use an external power supply to make sure that you're supplying enough power to the monitor to get a stable connection. So for productivity work, you're only going to need a single cable connecting this to your laptop or your PC. If you're going to be gaming, you're going to need to plug it into a power source as well. But as I said, this comes with a power adapter, which is good. in a world where everything seems to be not coming with power adapters these days. Now this monitor does also have stereo speakers built into the monitor itself. Now I wouldn't get super excited about the sound though, because the speakers are only 1 watt speakers.
The Flying Dutchman? The most pants-wettingly scariest ghost to ever roam the high seas? Oh, my lucky brick.
You do get some sound out of it, and I guess it's better than nothing, but it's not great. It's the weakest part of this monitor, but really I would say that you're buying the monitor because of the screen, not really because of the sound. And because you can easily plug in a pair of headphones, well, it kind of circumvents that. Still, some sound is better than nothing. And really, other than the sound, which I thought was a bit meh, I thought the monitor was great. It was super bright in the rooms that I tested it in. The colors were bright. It was just a really crisp screen display. And that 144 Hz refresh rate, or rather 120 FPS when you've got it hooked up to an Xbox, makes gameplay super smooth. You really do notice the difference between, say, plugging it into a standard TV, which might be 25-30 frames per second, compared to something that is like this portable monitor. It is a great monitor to be gaming on. And what's really good is that because if you've got that big 18-inch screen, is you can even use it for productive work as well, because you've just got so much screen real estate on an 18-inch monitor that's 2K. And then it's super easy to just pack up in the sleeve that it comes with all the cables that it comes with. Just pick it up with your Xbox, shove it in your bag, and take it with you. And if you had like a portable power source, then you could go camping with it and be gaming whilst you're going camping. It really is super versatile. I really enjoyed playing with it. Some portable monitors can be pretty flat and mediocre, but the colors in this were really punchy. I thought it was really bright. I do like the touchscreen version because it has thinner bezels than the non-touch version, and it's got that integrated kickstand. Not a big fan of the foldable cover ones that you can get. Still, if you do want to save yourself some money, then you can get the non-touch version rather than the touch version. Now, speaking of price, it doesn't really matter which one you get because I both think they're priced pretty well. So the UPerfect K118 Touch version is going to cost you $330. Now, the non-touch version is going to cost you $280. So to get a high refresh rate, large 18-inch 2K monitor for that price, whichever one you get, I think is pretty impressive. Plus, I will put some discount codes along with links to them in the description down below, which can get you up to $50 off as well. So I definitely recommend checking it out. If you do want to check out some other options though, then by all means check on the links up here. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and share it. Consider subscribing if you're not. And as always, see you in the next one.